everybody and welcome back once again to the Leeds United Challenge. Today is it's Thursday, it's the 5th of January. This is actually a session that I'm recording on the same day that I'm uploading it, which is a rare occurrence nowadays. But I went back to work today for the first time. I had the Tuesday and Wednesday off with my bout of flu and feeling a little bit better today. So I thought I'd give it another shot, recording another Leeds United session. Fingers crossed, by the weekend I should be able to start recording some longer sessions, and that means some more Fallout and the start of The Walking Dead, so that's going to be something to look forward to. And the live streaming will return with Darkest Dungeon next Saturday. Stay tuned if you've got a character, or if you would like to get involved. Anyway, more about what you're here to see, I assume, which is the Leeds United Challenge. It's quite uncanny, really, how Sir Green's Leeds endeavours are matching the real-life Leeds team. We're both in 5th position. Quite uncanny, really, considering that we were predicted to finish 15th on both counts. And Roberto Dynamite recently has taken over the club for Sir Green's Leeds team. He's been kept on and been given a vote of confidence. And just yesterday, the real-life Leeds team, 50% shares bought out by some Italian businessman. One of Cellino's buddies, no doubt, but, 50% could be a profitable venture in the future, who knows? Can't get any worse, surely. So yes, both in the playoffs, both in 5th place, and now both some form of takeover of some description. It's quite uncanny, really. Yes. Anyway, to the actual game itself, we're playing away to Preston. Now, the real-life fixture away to Preston was actually played not so long ago by the real-life Leeds team, and I think we won that one, I think it was 4-1, if my memory serves me well enough. So it was a real good performance, and one of our very few high-scoring games this season. So that was good. Let's hope we can recreate that. And in other news, as we go to the recent fixtures, we haven't played on the same day as everyone else because this is a postponed fixture. The fixture was supposed to be before Boxing Day, but it got snowed off. So we're playing it on the 29th. All the rest of the games were the 28th, and Norwich and QPR both lost their games, which means you might have just caught a glimpse of it. The Premier League, the Sky Championship table is looking even better for us because we've now got 2 games in hand over Norwich, for instance. Yet we're only 4 points behind them. So if we won our games in hand, we could actually surpass them. Even better, we're playing them in 2 games' time at Elland Road. Chance to do more damage. So you never know. In 3 games' time, we could potentially find ourselves in the automatic promotion spots. But that's getting a little bit too far ahead of ourselves. We've got to continue to go a game at a time, and we've got Preston away. Now, they are 18th, so this is a game that is winnable, but our away form has been patchy. Plus, we're playing quite close to the previous match. I'm expecting some fatigue in the team. Yeah, it's not looking too bright and rosy. But if you look to the calendar, you can see that it is the 29th of December, which means that the transfer window is opening in 2 days' time. So expect to see some early January transfer flurries as we try and strengthen our team with loan signees and freebies, because we don't have much money to spend. But yeah, we're going to look to strengthen this team with at least a full-back, a centre-back, and 1 winger. Preferably somebody who can probably play both wings, if that's possible. But yeah, that's the 3 positions I want to strengthen as a priority. Yeah, look forward to that. Right, where are we? Are we on game day? I think we're on game day. I think we're going to keep the same team. There's nobody below 90%, so it's not too bad. We can't get rid of Mauer. I mean, bloody hellfire. Or Dallas. Sloth has been playing well as well. So it's good. And the only change I'm going to make, really, is bring Grenache on, who's now back to pretty much full fitness after his long-term injury, and we are going to bring on Bataka because we have a spare spot. So that's that. Other than that, we're looking pretty spiffing marvellous. Lewis Cook's still unhappy because of the fact that we haven't let him go to, I think it was Liverpool that were interested. I can't quite remember, but yeah, he's kicking up a strop. So Green dropped him for a game or two, but he's now back in the side. Yeah, here we go. Let's hope we can keep up the pressure on the teams around us. We really, really, really need to win this one. Come on, let's make it a good Christmas and New Year period. Right. We are favourites, only just though. It's going to be a tight one. Okie dokie. Encourage the players. He likes to prove a point, does this assistant, doesn't he? He likes to prove a point. Right. No, I don't like any of these really. Pick up where you left off is the one I like to use more often than not. Just pick up from where you left off. Just more of the same, please. Apart from the going 1-0 down part, you know, it's not good for my health. Apart from that, yeah, continue to score 2 or 3 goals. No problem. Continue to pick up 3 points. But, you know, just try and maybe keep the lead. Maybe a 3-0 comfortable victory would be nice for a change rather than a 2-1 where we're having to bite our nails. You know, something like that. If you wouldn't awfully mind. Just making a request, you know. Okay, we're off and running. It's 17 seconds now. It'd be nice for an early goal as well. If you wouldn't awfully mind just heeding my request. Oh, I thought they were going to actually oblige there for a second. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. So we'll just have a look at the early possession stats, the early shot stats, and just see if we've got the upper hand. And it's a bit of a dead game at the moment, but here we go. Sloth to Cook. Cook, back to Fisher on the right-hand side. Then that's a poor ball in. I forgot to check if Berardi was back from suspension there. I think that might have been a mistake on my part. Too eager to get back into things. I think Berardi is back, actually. Could have played him instead of Fisher. But Fisher's been playing well, so it's not a massive problem. And that is... Oh! I was going to say, and that is certainly not a massive problem because we're 1-0 up. But he managed to miss. Oh, dear. Cookie! Oh, Cookie, you're not in our good books as it is. Missing a sitter like that, you might find yourself on the bench again before you know it, buddy. Unless you can redeem yourself. Right, Grenache. Plays it wide to Fisher. Cuts it inside to Dallas. And he puts it into the side netting. Okay. Not good on the finishing angle, but good in terms of the fact that we're getting forward and testing their... testing them a little bit. Testing their defence, I suppose. Not really testing their keeper much. And this is going to be a... Oh, he's offside. Thank the heavens. Thank the heavens above. That was against the run of play. Leeds are dominant here. But just need to make it count. And it looks like Garner is moving forward here for Preston. Backed out to Woods. And they're just working it in. They're just working it in. They're just working it in. Gambarini gets his foot in there. No nonsense from Gambarini. I want your opinions. I mean, we haven't actually really made too many signings of note. We've got Gambarini. Carlton Cole got injured. We've got Grenache. And who else did we get? Fisher. You know, out of the signings that we've had... Oh, look at Mauer. Come on. We expect more from you, my friend. Maybe just getting warmed up. This has been a very pretty dry first half, really. Yeah, in your opinion, who's been our signing of the season so far? I mean, I like to say Mowat he's not really a new signing, but he's been reinvigorated, playing in a new position. It's almost like a new signing. But in terms of, Gambarini, Fisher, Grenache, who do you think has been the best signing so far? I mean, I like Gambarini. I mean, I'm a defender myself in five-a-side, if you can coin such a concept. So I can appreciate a good defender, you know. We have been unlucky. We have been dominant. Let's have a wee peek here. Right, okay, so somebody's downstairs knocking at the door, just making sure that somebody's answering. Oh dear. just been informed that I left my keys in the door outside. It's a good job the neighbour came knocking and not some random stranger, because it'd have been away in my car, because the car keys are on the same bloody keyring. Right, so, yes, interruption's over. We're playing not too bad. We had the upper hand, just haven't scored yet, so I think more of the same. Nobody's playing particularly badly other than Gambarini, who I've been praising, but that's probably because he hasn't had much to do, to be fair. Too early for a change. So we'll just carry on as we are, give it till 60 minutes and see what we can do. And then we'll start to consider changing things. So Green, not one of the biggest tinkerers out there. He puts his trust in the players to get the job done, but he does, you know, make a change when needed. And I've got to... Oh, there we go! It must be the Mowat and Dallas show. It strikes again. Mowat with a cracking shot, forcing a save, and then Dallas with a mop-up operation. It's 1-0. Mowat. There we go. Boof! What a snapshot. What a vicious snapshot. Forcing the keeper. Good save from the keeper, to be fair. But then the clean-up operation was complete when Dallas slots it home into an open net after taking the touch. And for a while there, I thought, is he gonna dither on this one? I think the Mowat and Dallas show is come the end of this series. I think that is certainly worthy of a compilation all of its own. Every goal from the Mowat and Dallas show needs to be compiled because it's been glorious. I think, you know, they are probably the main reason for our current position, to be quite honest with you. If it wasn't for them guys, we'd be floundering. So yeah. So we'll definitely keep things as they are now. We're 1-0 up. If we can get 2-0 up, then I might start to tighten up a little bit. But for now, we'll just keep things going. Grenache! Oh! And that was a vicious shot right against the woodwork. Leeds turning the screw, as they say. Looking to put the game beyond reach. The players are looking composed and motivated. This is a good sign. But at 1-0, it's always tentative at best. Is that Jermaine Beckford? I think it is, because he got sent off, didn't he? When we played Preston. He got sent off for kicking out at Bartley. I remember. Or was that Aston Villa? No, it was Preston. I'm sure it was. These games merge into one, you see. I've been watching a lot of Leeds United's progress this season. And all the games kind of meld after a while. Right, 60 minutes have gone. I'm just going to take a pause. I was going to take a pause and see the stats and just see if anything needed to be done, if any players were tired. But a highlight has now occurred. Hopefully it's our highlight. Here we go. Ball over the top. Here we go again. Oh. You become expectant, don't you? It happens so often, it becomes expectant. It becomes the norm, you know? We expect it to happen every time Mowat or Dallas gets on the ball. Right, we have to also think about not just this game, but we've got another game in 4 days' time against Birmingham away. So we could really do with conserving players' energy levels. So I think we're going to make a substitution to conserve Sloth. Dukara's not too bad in that position, and he's been trained in shadow striker role. He's playing 6.9, not marvellous. Grenache, he's not totally unfit there. Luke Murphy is always the central midfielders are struggling. So we'll bring on Diagoraga, and we'll save another sub for later. It might actually be Dallas or Mowat we bring off for Bataka to give them a bit of a rest. Possibly only if we get another goal, though, because I wouldn't like to bring off my two powerhouses when we're only struggling to win 1-0. In terms of the actual tactics, I think what we'll do is we'll go for the concentrate shout, but we won't change the team shape or instructions just yet. We might wait till the 75th minute to do that. So we go for the old team talk. Sir Green remaining calm on the touchline, just barking his orders, barking his instructions, showing his approval. But just calm, just concentrate, guys. Focus. There is Jermaine Beckford. Well, it must have been. I don't know if there's many Beckfords in the footballing world, but come on, finish! Oh, Cook with another chance. Not as glorious as his first miss, but yeah, maybe we should be taking him off and not Murphy. Come on, Mowat now with a chance. Dukara, freshly on, fresh legs, poor pass. Diagoraga, freshly on, good pass. Fisher, put it in. Fisher, put it in. Ooh, Dallas. Fisher. Is this... Oh, Mowat! Yes, it's in! Mowat, Dallas, both on the score sheet. The saga continues. Glorious stuff. A tap-in at best. Well, both have been tap-ins, really. But you've got to be in there. You've got to be in it to win it. You've got to be in those positions to put the ball in the net. Right, you've got some tired legs. 77 minutes. So we'll go for it now. We're going to go for the old flexible. We're going to go for the old dropping back a little bit. Narrowing up to compact the space in the centre. Go for the more direct passing. And then we're going to go for one more substitute. And I think we're going to take off Dallas because he's slightly more tired. Sorry, guys, but I'm thinking of your weary legs. As Leeds are 2-0 up now, just need to see the rest of the game out. 2-0 will be a glorious victory for me. I don't even care for a third. I asked for 3-0 at the start of the game. I'm not going to be greedy. 2-0 is fine. But feel free, Pataka, to put it in, make it nearly, make it 3. You know, it's just after Christmas in real life and in the game, and you know. Delayed Christmas present. Ask and you shall receive. But no, 2-0 is fine. Seriously, it's perfectly fine. 2-0, not 2-1. Nope, this is going to be the end of the game. Oh, it's a corner. The dying seconds here. No, they're not even going to get a chance to take it, because at Deepdale the whistle goes. The full-time whistle is blown. And it's 2-0 to the mighty Whites there. Leeds United. Man of the match, Darnell Fisher. What was I saying about Berardi? Berardi. I purposely forgot to put Brad in because I knew that Darnell Fisher was going to have a barnstormer. Man of the match. But of course, Mowat with a 9. Dallas with a 7.7. Quite low considering he scored. But who cares? Who cares? The important thing is, of course, always the 3 points. A passionate, very happy with the result. Away from home, our away form has been patchy at best. Two back-to-back wins away from home. You've got to show some passion. Got to get in there. Got to G up the lads. Right, here we go. 43 points. Still only 3 points away from the 7th place, so we're not consolidated in the fight for the playoffs, but we're only 1 point away from automatic promotion with a game in hand. I mean, this is unbelievable stuff. It's unbelievable. Dallas having a Fisher on form, party pooper. Sorry guys, bit of a party pooper. Yeah, spoil everyone's day, that's what we like to do. I like to spoil folks' day, right? Just a very quick check here on the average ratings. Mowat, top of the shop. Second, Dallas. What did I tell you? It certainly is the Mowat and Dallas show. Assists, top of the shop, Mowat. Second, Dallas. Goals, top of the shop, Dallas. Top of the shop, Mowat. Both on 10. Top of the assists, top of the goals, top of the ratings. Need we say more? It's a 2-man band with 9 other slightly orchestral pieces intermittently sparkled in there. Right, there we go. That's the end of the session. 2-0. Next game, away to Birmingham, who are languishing in 19th place, below Preston in fact. So this could well be another opportunity for 3 points. Let's keep those fingers crossed. Let's keep marching on. Let's see what happens. Till next time, see you soon.